Check, check, check. Right, evening guys, welcome to HOR season 13. We are at Imola, round 6 for a short quali and a 32 lap race. I'm joined by Adam this evening. Evening Adam.
Hello there.
We see we've got your favourite racer in today, and he's now a full-time racer in a Red Bull, I believe.
Name changer.
Name changer, yes.
Yes, the changer of names. Name changer is full time. The man, the myth, the legend.
It's nice to see there's quite a few of the quicker guys back as well. I know we've missed Tom. He's here tonight. Simon's back as well. Rudy's here. He had a bit of unfortunate around Miami, but he had the pace to keep with the front guys. Macho's in again and Keke's back, so...
I think Macho's full time as well now.
Oh, okay. And Missipala, that'll do.
He's a reserve.
Yeah, I believe he raced a few
reserve.
last season, I think, and I swear he had quite a bit of pace.
I can't remember that far back. I'm not
No.
Paul.
I don't think you were here much last season.
No, I believe you're right. I don't think I was.
It's nice to see a bit of dry weather though after Monday. That was so funny.
Who QRT Ralkio is, if I'm saying that right.
Where's that? Ralkio, yeah,
Red Bull.
QRT. QRT, I've seen that before. Is that Nick? Yeah,
Is that,
QRT. It's same league as Nick, it looks
Nick?
like. Yeah, QRT Nick, look, 12th.
No. Nick's there in the P12 at the moment.
Yeah, but his initials at the front of QRT. Same as this Ralkio.
Well, no idea.
We shall see how
do
quick
some
he is
digging,
anyway. Let me change a bit of the audio so you can hear some of the car. There we go. That should be fine. Jensen's out first, usually is. Chris had a very good race around here on Monday, so I think he might be on the second row here. Evening, everyone. I know I called your quali on Monday. I said when I saw rain, I said Adam will be on the second row, and you were fourth,
Yeah.
I think, in the end. So it was a good effort from you.
Shame my start was rubbish and then the drive-through, but hey ho.
Yeah, three
These
of you
things
caught
happen.
that. That was a bit. It kind of messed you guys up, but you had a great race anyway
Yeah.
with Rage. I know he had to box quite early, and a few others.
It was one of them things. I'm normally good with my Delta, but it just dropped. So what can you do? Nothing. I think I still got P10 in the end, or 9 or something, because of Jock's post-race penalty from the previous week.
Yeah, Jock's found a bit of pace this season. I saw him race a few in here last season, and he's definitely got a lot quicker than when he left P0 a couple of years back.
He has got a lot
couple of
quicker.
seasons back.
He's got some tremendous pace at the moment. It's nice to see. Right, evening Nick, evening Chris, evening Chalkers.
We're on board with Jensen at the moment. He's the first one who's on the lap. George isn't very well. He's not here tonight, is he?
No, he's not very well.
Get well soon, bud.
I've heard a rumour coming from the toilet that he has explosive diarrhea.
I swear everyone that's ill has that.
Yes, everybody has it. If they're not racing because they're ill, they have explosive diarrhea.
Brilliant. Jensen through sector 2, he looks quite good actually. A 50.2. I think Chris was running around a...
Oh, Macho 50.2 as well.
Is that Simon behind that? Zero, I think, is behind them. There's a few people in Jensen's way here coming into the last sector. I don't think it's going to put him off too much. Last corner he had a nice bit of traction coming out of it as well. A 1:15.3 from Jensen first up. And Zero 1:15.9. try and catch some of these guys finishing their laps. It was quite hard on Monday. I'm not going to find anyone near the end. Rauco, there you go, 1:15.2. So yeah, he does have a bit of pace. Putting it on provisional pole at the moment off his first run. Sean Larry there at 1:15.8 as well. And Rage there with a 1:15.9, same time as Zero. New Nick though coming to the line. We'll see where he's at. Name changer 1:15.5. New Nick's on a 1:15.4. These guys are putting a bit of pressure under Jensen's time there. He's usually got quite a quick time first out. Tom got a 50.3 going through the second sector. Evening answer, yeah. Tom there with a 15.2 as well, and he about 300ths off Rauco there. Who else is coming to the line? Macho's on an invalidated lap. Pep in there with a 1:15.7, just splits name changer and Sean Larry. Simon a 1:15.9. Evening, I can't pronounce that very well. Tiyuka F1, that's close. Keke, yeah, he's shown a lot of pace in the first couple of races. He's missed a few though, which is kind of set him back a little bit. But he's usually around that top 5 grouping. But with Rauco and Tom back and Nick with an impressive time there may be a top 7 here. Top 7 or 8.
With Miss Pala at the moment. 50.0.
That's quite quick. I told you last season he raced in a few. That's a couple of tenths in front of Jensen. If he can maintain that, it'll be on pole if he has a decent last sector. It did look pretty good as well. Is that 14.9? We're in the 14s already.
Wow.
Cool.
New challenger is in.
Yeah, that's quite quick actually. That's a very quick time. Chris is on an outlap. He's only just come out the pit. Some of these have as well. Nick's not on a lap. Sean Larry isn't on a lap either, so Spin Pala. Ah. Sean Larry's going to box. We'll sit on with Chris then, because I think he'll be the next person to start a lap here. In fact, it's going to be Extremist.
He's on lap 2.
Yep. Some of these guys have waited a bit further into quali. Maybe holding back a pair of softs for something. How did you find the rain round here anyway on Monday? Because it didn't look very nice.
I've full traction hack, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, most of these run no traction, so it makes it a bit harder.
Yeah, but I think Chris was proof on Monday that no traction isn't an issue in the wet.
He's on comms today.
Himself is no traction, so
Skarma and Adam are here today, or Paul. It doesn't really matter. We'll check out Chris's first sector. He's got a couple of cars in front of him, but I don't think the other McLaren's on a lap. No, it isn't.
Zero has started his lap.
Extremist is halfway through a lap as well. Chris had a slight wobble there, but he managed to hold the car pretty well. Coming up that hill looked pretty decent as well. It's got 50.1, so he's not actually that far off of the pole time here. If he can take these last 2 corners well, he might find himself in second or first here. It did look a pretty good run going through it as well. So this could be it's a 15-3. He's sitting fourth at the moment. Lost a little bit of time through that last sector, but that's not too bad. You say Zero pulled out of his lap.
Macho is back out. 49.8, sector 2.
Look at Macho.
Could well be
49.8, cool.
Uh-huh.
He's a couple of tenths, well, he's 2-3 tenths up on some of these other guys.
I mean, we'll break out into song if he gets pole.
This is going to be in a 14, isn't it? No, 15 dead.
0.
Put himself second.
He lost a bit of time though. He must have lost a bit of time in the final few corners.
The 10th name changer there's done a 15-1 as well. He's gone in front of his teammate for now. Pushes a couple of these guys back. Try and find someone who's coming to the end of their lap. Pepin's not on a lap here. He's going on to a lap. We'll sit with Rude because he's coming to the end of his lap. Keke's just started one, I believe.
Tommy's on a lap. Let's see if he's got any improvement.
Rude's going to put it on 15 dead as well. He found 4 tenths in that second time. Only under a tenth off of pole so far. Macho wasn't on a lap here. Name changer isn't either. He's coming on to a lap. Tom was on an invalidated lap. We'll see how... No, he's on an out lap. Sean Larry is as well. Mr. Ray just stopped on the side. Nick's up by 2 tenths though through sectors 2. 50.4. So he's only sitting around 6 tenths off of the front guys at the moment, but that could push him down maybe to 10th or 11th. It's going to be a 15.8. It puts him 12th actually. He's just a half a tenth off of Pepin there. Invalidated box. Keke's coming to the line. That's going to be a 15.5. And Pepin just went in front of him as well on a 15.5. You say Jensen invalidated his lap?
That's what it was red on the track, so...
Pelly's on a 15.9 as well, so most of these guys, from second all the way down to 17th, are in the 15s. A second covers the top 17 at the moment, and the Extremist is just sitting outside. He's probably going to improve at some point.
Tommy's on another lap, and he's just under a tenth up. Sector 1.
10th up will move him only up 1 place at the moment. He's got to find another, well, at least another 10th if he can through the next 2 sectors. I believe Tom missed.
He's now 3.5 tenths up.
Yes, he is. 3.5 tenths. He'd put him on pole at the moment if he can maintain his last sector. Could Cameron join his free? He'll start last. That'll be a question. Oh, he's gone slightly wide though into the second last corner. It might have cost him a little bit of time there. It didn't. He turned a 15.0. He didn't make too much time up through that last sector. He might have another 10th. Most people have boxed. We'll see how Mr. Rage is getting on. He's just gone past the line, actually. Seeing as everyone else is in the pits, we'll go to Extremist, see if he can improve on his time. He is on the lap. The best put. Oh, okay. That makes sense. We'll see if Extremist can get anywhere near these 19s as well. It pretty much puts the whole grid within a second, which would make the race very interesting. But then again, we don't know if some of these guys, if it's slightly raining or if it's raining all the way through. Some might have wet setups on. Looking at some of these times though, I don't really think they are.
You never know. You never know.
When it was basically full wet on Monday, I couldn't believe when Chris told me what setup he was using. That's unlucky. Who's that? Extremist has been half blocked. Is that Mr. Rage who just did that? It was Mr. Rage. Extremist couldn't finish his lap. Mr. Rage was kind of in the way there a little bit. Jensen is out on a lap. 50.2 for sector 3. In fact, he's gone on to a lap now. So this is his last effort. He's sitting in 9th at the moment. I think the majority of this he's been on the front row most weeks. Metro name changer and Rallyco is on their out lap. Everyone else at the moment is in pits. Metro's just started a lap apparently, but he's going into the last corner, so that can't be right, surely. No, he's on a 3-minute 40 lap. I saw that, was it Nick? It might have been Nick. Someone had done a 3-minute lap on their warm-up lap, but Metro's closer to 4 there, which is impressive. Jensen needs to, if he can find 4/10 here, he'll be on provisional pole. Last corner did look a lot better than his first run as well. 14.92, he does make pole by by 400 pretty much. It's a provisional pole for Jensen at the moment. There's 2 minutes left, so that's his last run. Simon's on an out lap, so is Nick, so that Alfa Romeo isn't next. See how Metro can get through sector 2. He is up by half a tenth. If he finds half a tenth, he could find himself in second at the moment. Some of these guys still in the pit though, everyone's leaving the pit now. Well, about 1 minute 50 left.
They should, if they come out, I think there's a few that are going to miss it. But Miss Parler should make it round. Anyone
Another 1:14.7. Metro found 3.5 tenths almost. 1:14.7. Couple of tenths quicker than Jensen there, so
wow.
We'll see how the others can get on if they can improve their time. Rallico's 4 tenths up as well. He's going to be in the 0.8s, I think. Or not. 1:15 dead. It moved him back in front of name changer there. He's coming to the end of his lap as well through sector 2. In fact, I think he's waiting to go on to another lap. I think, will he be the next one going on to a lap? Rude's on an out lap. Where's his teammate? Keke's warming up his tyres, I think. Yeah, these guys are just about to go on to a lap, so we'll find the... is it Pelly? Probably Pelly, who's a front runner here. Might be Zero, actually. And there's that Nick in front, because they're quite close together. It'd be easy. No, it's not. That's Simon. Nick's DNF'd, I think. Is that on the last corner? Yeah, potentially it is. Zero finds himself down in 17th at the moment. He's about second off the lead, 1.2. If he can find anywhere close to a second, that would definitely push him up into the top, probably 7 or 8. He's only 2.5 tenths up. He'll only move up to 14th at the moment. He's got to find at least 4 to get anywhere near Keke and Pep in there. Mr. Rage has finished there on a 1:15.3. It's a decent time from him. Zero's on a 1:15.7. So it just moves him to 14th at the moment. Pelly was behind him. He didn't improve his time, so he's finished his qualifying. The Extremist is coming to the line. Extremist was up by 6 tenths there. He's into the 16s, 7 tenths off of Pelly. Yeah, Keke's up by 3.5 tenths. He moves to 8th with a 15.2. Is that one of the Red Bulls? Name Changer is up by only 3 thousandths. He found a 10th almost, but he didn't move up too far. In fact, he stayed where he was, just behind his teammate there. Rude's boxed, so he's going to finish his qualifying as well, and Chris is going to box as well. So that is quali done. Evening, Jim. It's a shame that Cameron couldn't race in this. I know crossplay was turned off because no one's. He would have been right up there, especially starting at the back. It would have been nice to have seen him.
I blame dad management on that.
Dad management.
Dad management on that one, definitely.
Yeah, that is qualifying done. Macho finds himself on the front row with Jensen. I think that was the same front row as last week, actually, at Miami. At Miami. So there's qualifying. Macho was first. Second, Jensen. Mississippi. NLR will do for him. Is third. Tom is fourth. Rudy is fifth. Raukio is sixth. Name Changer seventh. Keke is eighth. Mr. Rage ninth. That's probably a decent time from him as well. Only half a second off of these front guys. Chris down there in 10th. New Nick is 11th. Simon's down in 12th. Pepin's 13th. Sean Larry 14th. Although he's had some good pace last couple of weeks. Aero 15th, Nick 16th, Pelly 17th, and Extremis will be last in 18th place.
It's lucky I'm not racing because that last spot would have been mine.
Yes.
I take pride in having that last spot, you know.
Spending more money.
Oh, actually, I need to go to my microwave. I need to try something.
You ain't got the spinach out.
I need to put my head in the microwave.
You haven't got the spinach out, have you?
Right, let me try this. I went to Pizza Hut yesterday, Paul.
That's not cold, is it? Oh.
And they've got this new cheesy garlic bread stuff. And
have they?
Absolutely amazing.
Is it just a pizza?
No, it's Pizza Hut.
No, as in is the garlic bread a pizza?
It's a tear and
share.
It's a tear and share, but it's fucking. Oh, excuse my language. Gigantic.
Tear and share that you're probably going to devour on your own.
I mean, I'm going to try a bit. I didn't have none of it yesterday.
I know Matt Man would have eaten all of that.
I mean, he'd have eaten all of that with just like one mouthful.
Yeah, it probably would have took me 2 at the moment. I've got my appetite back as well, so I'm looking to put on my 4th stone this year.
And we're only early into the year as well. Matt's got some competition for fatty of the league. We're just not sure which one of your chins is entering, Paul.
That's brilliant. We'll get rid of that data. We'll see tyres. Everyone's on hard apart from the Extremist. He's gone pretty bold there on a medium. Adam probably does forget there's a stream. Mike's
there's no
in.
rain coming.
Oh, it's nice
Unless
that you
it's
can see
coming
that.
late.
If it's coming late, Extremist might have made a little bit of a mistake there being on mediums.
I mean, wow, the cheese is falling again.
But anything can happen here. We saw that on Monday. We saw that Chris had that 20-second lead, or 25, I believe it was at one point. It started drying up, and he lost the 5 seconds. But a safety car come out, and it definitely ruined his race. It helped a few though.
Michael, I don't forget there's a stream. I just got stuff to do with a microwave. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I'd love to do something like that. I think that'd be quite funny.
There's a very long run down to turn 1. We'll see if anyone can.
It is, and I'm going to support my boy Name Changer. He's going to go from 7th to 6th by
From
turn 1.
7th to 6th. Brilliant. One place. It's great.
I don't want to put too much pressure on him, you know.
I can see Simon moving up quite a few places actually, and from 12th. Macho has gone slight. Oh, Jensen's missed his pit box again, Adam. That's 2 in 3 weeks. Come on. Macho's on an angle there leading over towards Jensen's side, so he's probably going to block off.
Name Changer missed his spot. No, that's why he's only going to gain the 1 place.
He'll have
that
a
might
bit.
Be after he loses a place, but he's still going to gain a place.
He'll have a bit of a run though. We are ready. We're just waiting for the lights here. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're away. And it looked like the NLR here got a better jump than Jensen. In fact, Tom's had an amazing.
Back 2 already.
Tom's had an amazing start there. He's already jumped up 2 places. Macho's managed to keep the lead there. Jensen just slides in front here. Ralico got through as well. Rude Gillett's just in front of his teammate here as well. They're going side by side into turns 5 and 10. They're both on the gravel, which means that Keke's going to move up 2 places here. A few others got through. Name Changer did make up 1 place in the end. That was a good call. Yes. That was a good call. I like that. A couple lost out though. I think there their wheels just kind of collided, and Rude went off, and so did Simon. Looks like he's dropped a couple of places as well. Pepin almost got through there as well on these guys. I think everyone else got through pretty much safe. I can't see anyone that has fallen back too far. In fact, no, everyone's still bunched together, which is good to see. So both Astons are getting to the front here. Someone was on the gravel there. I'm not sure who that was. One of the Red Bulls, that possibly was Ralco. He's moved back quite a few positions now from the start. In fact, he's gone in the pit and retired. Short and sweet from him.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's a pit and quit. We don't like a pit and quit. Oh, Mike, charge your phone. Pleasure to have you here for 20 seconds.
So the front 6 there pulled away off Pepin. He's 1.2 back, but there's a lot still to go on this race. All 17 drivers are still within a couple of seconds of each other here. Macho's almost broken DRS of Tom. If he can find another couple of tenths before the start of the next lap, Tom's going to be in a little bit of trouble from the lap after. A little bit of a wobble there from Pepin. I don't think many people are close enough. Chris looked to look up the inside of New Nick there, but he's gone massively off track there. Probably got a warning for that, and I think someone further back went off as well. That might have been Simon. Simon did fall back. There's a yellow flag in sector 1, 2 and 3. I'm not sure what for. It's only a VSC though. In fact, while that VSC is out,
definitely happened.
We will go to grid places. Simon's going to box. That might have been his wing. Was it his wing? I don't know. We'll have a look. No, I can't look. It won't change. We'll keep an eye on him in the pit because the VSC's still out. Yeah, he has no wing at all. Yeah. No front wing. DRS is enabled this lap. Most of these guys have literally sat with each other. The top 6 have. Pepin's only just slightly out. If he can find half a tenth here, he'll be all right. He will have Rude all over the back of them at some point. He lost out in 3 places. So Tom had a great start. He jumped up 2 places pretty much straight from the line. Jensen's lost out on 1, and so has NLR. Keke's moved up 3. It was a good start from him. Name changer, Adam called it. He moved up 1 place, and he's just sitting in behind. Pepin's had a brilliant start. He started 13th, and he's now 7th. He's moved up 6 places, and he might not get DRS himself coming down this straight, but he's definitely pulled away from Rude there, who I don't think is going to get it either. In fact, those two are out of battery completely. Pepin and Rude do not have any battery at all. The guys at the front, apart from Macho, are all in the 30-40% here. Macho only has 20. Rude did lose out in 3 places. Yeah, so does Rude. They both have just tried to spend it to keep in that gap. Rage is on 30-odd%. He's not doing too bad. He's stayed where he was. So has Chris. So has New Nick. Sean Larry's moved up too. Extremist and Pelly going side by side through turns 3 and 4 there. And Zero just sitting behind. Sean Larry's up 2. Nick is up 3. So is Pelly. He's just moved up 3. Extremist is up 3. Zero's down 1. And Tom, who had to box, he's gone for a medium compound. He's down 5 places. But he has had to change his wing, which wasn't too great. We'll see if any of these go. Oh, there's a big snap from Macho there. I don't think he lost too much time, maybe a 10th or 2. Better shut that door. See if any of these guys can get past. They should be able to with a bit of DRS, but yellow flag set to 3. Is that Zero? That's Zero. He's going round. And keep an eye on these front guys. I don't think anyone else from behind will make a move. The only person who I thought could be Tom, but Tom might just be happy to sit behind his teammate here and just try and get.
No, these guys are never
build
happy
a gap.
To sit behind. They all want to win.
Chris has got past his teammate there, Mr. Rage, into that first 2 turns. He's got to try and find that 1.5 second gap to pull him back in. And Pepin, seeing as he didn't have DRS there, he's lost a second within a sector. Little gap kind of forming now, but from the front 6th, 7th and 8th, and then back to Chris in 9th. New Nick's gone round. He's had an incident there. I don't think he's got wing damage though. It looks like both his end plates are on, and he's still going. Yeah, he's still got both end plates. Hopefully it's not too bad, and he doesn't have much damage. Tom saved his battery actually that lap. He's up into the 60% now. Jensen is down to 30. NLR who's now 4th. He's on 40%. Tom's almost didn't get DRS there. He's going to try and have to stay with his teammate here.
Fastest lap. Get in. Small boy.
Chris and Mr. Rage swapping positions again, same part of the track there. And you can see already there's a massive gap forming back to Pepin, and then back to the 2 Williams. In fact, apart from these guys, Chris has DRS, so does Rude. Apart from the front 6, the other guys have already kind of spread out quite far. Sean Larry is doing his best to catch up to these 2 Williams. Something must have happened to Pepin there because he lost out on a lot of time there, and Rude's fired past. Tom's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I believe that's the first one. Yeah, it is. That was going through that chicane as well. He has to try and keep with his teammate here, or else he's going to get swamped down the straight. Yeah, he has. Which is quite surprising, actually.
That is. Man, it's still pretty bunched all over the place here.
Yeah, there's a nice couple of groups forming.
Rudy's in no man's land.
Yeah, Rude got past Pepin. He had a massive wobble going through one of the sectors, which has kind of helped Mr. Rage stay in front of his teammate here.
Oh, Ferrari's round. Sean Larry has just had a moment. I'll just see it watching.
Yeah, that is Sean Larry.
Views.
He's gone round as well off that curb. Is that the extreme? Oh no, it's New Nick's got back through anyway. Talking about NLR actually, there's 4 drivers there, literally 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th.
Snow could be doing the team game, pull each other along.
They might be. In fact,
Rudy has a moment.
Name Changer might have lost out on DRS here. In fact, I think he has, because it was just over a second before the line there. So I don't think he's going to get DRS. In fact, he's used all his battery as well. So he might fall back a bit here. Yeah, he doesn't have DRS.
Oh,
Tom won't be close
oh,
enough.
It was. No, he's not.
You can see the time it cost him, though, down that straight. He's lost out on another 3/10 to those guys. Oh, they're all from Finland. I knew Keke was. And Name Changer. There you go, Adam. We learn something new every day.
Right, okay, yeah. I'm not going to explain on stream what I just thought I saw there. Don't worry about it, Kerry, you're good. You had a blanket and it was all over your face and everything. It was just touch weird.
Yellow flag there. I don't know if that was Pele.
Oh, Name Changer's round. Name Changer is round. And, oh, he's struggling.
He lost it coming up that hill.
He did. That is a.
Going to be in front of Nick.
To lose it.
He's going to stay in front of Nick, but he has lost out on a lot of places there. He was sitting in 6th, I believe. Rude might have had to have done some manoeuvring there. He lost out in a second through that last sector. Tom's going to make a move for the lead here on Macho. Done easily before the corner. Those guys aren't going to waste any time. Yeah, 2.2 seconds. That's a big gap he's found straight away. Yeah. He might even be able to catch Rude here. There's yellow flag in sector 1. That looks like Simon. Simon's going round on his mediums, coming up that hill as well. And Nalara has also got a penalty here. There's the yellow flag. There's the safety car. Full course safety car. Maybe Simon. Does Simon have a wing? Simon has a wing. He has both end plates. I'm not fully sure here. We'll see if anyone boxes.
No, there's a Williams without a wing.
It's would that be Chris? Oh, that'd be Chris then. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it is, because he's lost a few places
no, safety
here.
car puts him straight back in it. So
yeah, he won't be too bad. He'll lose out on a couple of 3 places here in the thing. Yeah, he's got 3 seconds. We'll just confirm that. Yeah, he's got 3 seconds as well, along with Tom. I think he picked that up the start of this lap or the end of last lap. Everyone's boxed off their hards. Ooh. We'll see if Keke is done in. Rude's going to go in as well. Pepin is going in. Is one of these guys going to go for a place here? Macho's going to get blocked here because he had to wait for his teammate to box, so he's going to lose out on quite a few positions. Tom will come out in first. No one, in fact, one car stayed out. That's a Ferrari of Sean Larry. I believe he boxed before. No, he didn't box. He stayed out on his hards. He wanted track position and he's moved up to 3rd place. We'll check on what tyres everyone's put on. Everyone's put on mediums.
Mediums.
Extremist has put hards on. He can go to the end from there.
He started on the mediums.
You think these guys can do... Well, that's a silly question. These guys probably can do 22 laps on mediums. Or they might even flick to a soft towards the end of the race, but...
Yeah, you never know.
22 isn't... 22 isn't... how's your radioactive TV dinner? You liking your bread, Adam?
It was nice. I only had a slice of it because it was but I just had a slice of it.
So Sean Larry stayed out. He's moved up pretty much from the back. I think he was around 15th, all the way up to 3rd. He wanted track position, but he is on that hard compound. Everyone else now on a fresh medium, apart from the extremist. He had to go to hards. Simon stayed out on his mediums, but he might box. Now he's caught up with the guys. Tom's trying to waste some fuel here as well. Most of these guys will probably be on 100% ERS as well. Safety car will be in next lap, which isn't too bad.
If you just quickly have a smoke.
Yeah, it's alright, mate. So yeah, Macho had to wait for his teammate there. So he's lost out on 4 positions, which isn't great, but he probably thought he had to box. He couldn't stay on those hards. I know Sean Larry has, but anything can happen from here. He's going to have to go to mediums at some point. Maybe he didn't think the mediums are going to go all the way. Maybe the guys on the mediums might box again, but I doubt it. I very much doubt it. Everyone's all bunched up as well going into Sector 2, so we will be going this lap. The only guys with penalties at the moment are NLR in 4th and Tom in 1st. But there's a long time left to go in this race to try and get those gaps. Chris had to change his wing. He finds himself down in 15th place. I believe that is why the safety car did come out. Everyone has stopped apart from Sean Larry up there in 3rd. Safety car will be in this lap, so we are going. Sit on with Tom, see when he might go here. He might go into the last corner, try and get a bit of better traction than some of the guys in front. He might go near the line, but there's always slight risk with such a long straight that the toe's going to be powerful for Jensen here in 2nd. And we have to keep an eye out for Sean Larry. Safety car hasn't gone in yet. It has now and he's bolted, but he did go near the line, so we'll see if anyone can make a move. It looks like Sean Larry's got a bit more, I was going to say a bit more straight line speed than Jensen, but after all that, he's going to have to sit in behind. Being on this hard tyre, these front... Oh, there's a bit of contact there from... he had a slight wobble, and then NLR kind of hit him and then had to kind of back out, which hasn't helped a few of these guys. Pepin lost out a place to Keke there. Rude managed to get through, and there is an there is a McLaren round. That was Pelly. I don't know if something was caused through the... We'll stick on with name changer and Mr. Rage for now while they're side by side. I'm not sure if Pelly got caught up in a couple of those incidences which happened earlier. Extremist is going to try his best. Yeah, he struggled for traction. I'm not sure if he actually clipped someone or if he just went round, but I remember on Monday after a safety car restart he went round as well, so it might just be a traction issue. New Nick looks like he's going to get past Sean Larry. Sean Larry on those hards has already lost 9 places from the start. And you see there's Extremist and Chris are going side by side through that last sector of track as well. We'll see how Pepin, he was closer than anyone else. Keke's, I don't think anyone can make a move here. Not straight away anyway. Mr. Rage was closer than anyone as well.
I am back.
You've missed a bit of everything. Sean Larry finds himself down in 12th. He had a big wobble when he was in 3rd, and I'm not sure if Pelly got caught up in it or not, but he seemed to struggle slightly there.
Doesn't sound very good.
Everyone else I think got through okay. Rude's back up to 5th as well. And NLR here has to try and... I don't think he will be getting in the DRS of these guys. He's already burnt 60% of his battery this lap as well. Jensen's burnt 70, and some of these guys are already down to 30%. He might be alright though if Macho doesn't get DRS. The line is just before the second last corner. We just went past it now. And he was over a second. Tom's got fastest lap at the moment, 1:17.4. Jensen now has 0% battery and DRS is enabled. He'll be alright if he can stay within this gap. Not having DRS that lap has actually helped third place here move up into that second gap. Keke's already also outside that, and so is Name Changer, but I'm pretty sure they can get back. The yellow flag there, is that Simon in the gravel there? Simon's in the gravel after turn 2. Or turn 3 even. He stayed off track as well. He hasn't had the best of races so far, but hopefully he can try and move back up to some of these guys, or at least up to Pelly there. They're already 8 seconds back though.
Top 5 are all closer. That's the main
Top 5 are all close, and there's a big battle behind Keke still and Nick. We'll see if anyone with DRS down the straight can make a move. I think Jensen might be too far back. He's almost at a second. Pepin will fly past Keke here. Or I thought he would. He's got DRS, but he doesn't look like he's making too much of a gain here. In fact, he's lost a 1,000th going down into turn 1.
So even he's coming.
Keke has used a lot of his. In fact, these guys have used a lot of their battery again straight away. Just sitting in behind. I think Chris was overtaken there by Nick as well, and Simon's gone in the pits and retired. Which is unfortunate, really. He had a decent start till I think he got caught up in a few bits turn 2, lap 2. Keke's now dropped 3 seconds behind. I don't think he's got damage, but maybe just slightly struggling to keep up with these front 5 guys who seem to be pulling away. NLR here will not have DRS though, so Jensen and Tom can try and pull a bit of a further gap on these guys. It allows Macho to get close though. In fact, no, he didn't get DRS, so I don't think Jensen's close enough here to make a move into turn 1. No, it's too far back. Macho's too far back as well. Pepin may make a move on Keke here. No, he's just going to sit in behind. He's got Name Changer right behind him as well by a 10th. And Chris has got past Nick there. In fact, Nick's going to... I think Nick had a slight wobble there. He looked like he was going to take a different line and get back past, but I think he just had a slight wobble. New Nick and Nick are behind each other, which is slightly confusing, but it's all right.
Nick and Nick. Nick and Nick and Nick and Nick.
Sean Larry had a wobble there. He's still on 15 laps hard. He's lost 10 places in the last 3 laps. But he will only have to box once. I wonder when he'll box though, because mediums, he might, I doubt he'd go to softs. He's the only one who hasn't boxed as well.
If he can take them far enough, maybe he'll try to have the gamble.
Chris has got a 3-second time penalty as well. That's his first. And he moves on 3 seconds with NLR and Tom. Chris and Unic are having a great battle. They've just re-overtaken each other again. Pelly's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Macho got past there because they've moved 1.7 seconds back. There was a bit of lag there. I think everything's okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Macho's now 1.7 seconds behind these front guys. So he's going to have to try and... I think he has battery. He's got 10%. Some of these guys... Yeah, pretty much everyone's run out of battery here. Keke's taken a different line from Pepin, but you saw him snap there. It's given Name Changer half a chance, but he can't get past. He's literally sitting within 2/10 of the rear end of that Haas as well. It does amaze me though how some of these guys can follow so closely.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Munich's got a 3-second time penalty as well. Probably a bit of pressure from Chris there. I know he's 8/10 back now, but that was through that chicane. A few people seem to be picking up penalties through that section. Macho's doing his best actually, taking half a second out of these front guys. He's on a 1:17.4 at the moment. But then he lost 3/10 going up that, 2/10 going up that straight. Jensen had a slight wobble there, but able to keep the car. Pepin couldn't get past down that straight. We'll see if some of these other guys behind. Chris has closed in on Nick again. Sean Larry's just behind Nick here as well. They're all within DRS. Name changer and Pepin there. I don't know if they're being held up by Keke here, but it seems Keke's got a bit of a problem. He's losing chunks of time to Rude there in 6th place. Every corner just seems to take a bit of time from these top 5. 10th here, 10th there. I think he's alright though. I think he might just be struggling slightly. I know these guys in front do have DRS. Jensen a little bit closer this time, a couple of tenths closer, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move. With 14% battery, same as Tom's, but I mean Tom does have that penalty, so he doesn't have to do too much. Zipper's left. Let me try and get him back in quickly. In fact, I can't because he's not on my friends list.
Who's left?
NLR, that Ms. Who's in 4th place?
I can with that one. Unless I type it in. I don't know.
Oh, you might have to add him and then send an invite, but at the moment he's only lost that 1 place. It's not too bad because he's got a 5-second gap back to the next car, but he wants to try and stay within the DRS.
Was it NLR Mr. Pala?
Yes.
Oh, I've invited him. Oh.
He's had an invite. Hopefully he'll get... I don't think he's going to get back in before the DRS straight. No, he's already a second behind. Which is kind of how Rude here. Rude's just picked up a 3-second time penalty and he's gone massively wide. After the chicane, he hit that curb and it shot him over the track. This might help Keke though, because he's going to get onto the back of him, which is going to give him a bit of DRS. He is 4 seconds behind though. In fact, it's actually, the game's boxed him.
In the pits.
Yeah, the game's boxed him, which is a shame. And he's just joined back, but the game's boxed him.
Oh.
That's just unlucky, really. Name changer's going to make a move here on Pepin. He looked for the outside, but he couldn't get past. He might have a better run coming up to the hairpin. He's taken a different line from him there, but the traction under it isn't helping. Mr. Rage has caught up with this this battle as well now for 5th place. What tyres that put him on? If he's just, but he's put him on another medium. That.
Well, he goes to the end.
Yeah, I know he goes to the end. I know it's fresh in that, but he could have boxed in 2 laps for a soft. That is unlucky though, isn't it? You leave, you come back and you've been boxed and you've lost out on 10, 11 positions. Jensen seems a lot closer to Tom this time, but I still think he's going to sit him behind. Chris has another time penalty. That moves him to 6th. Macho's doing all right in 3rd. He's pulled a gap now on Rude, so he's not got DRS as well. Keke's lost another chunk of time to these guys. In fact, he might have slight damage because he's holding up. He's holding up Pepe, Name Changer, and Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage has caught up to this group.
These guys just need to force a move. Name Changer's taking a look.
None of them have battery. Name Changer sits 2 cars behind. These guys are probably very frustrated. Nick could also catch up to these guys, and so could Chris. They're only 2.5 seconds behind. Keke's just picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. Bit of pressure from these guys behind. He might just be trying to push it a bit harder. But he is literally losing a tenth per corner, sometimes 2. Through the chicane, he's lost 2.5 tenths just through the chicane. And this time, I think Pepin might make a move up the inside. He's looked for it, but I don't think he's quite close enough, which means he's had to go on a bit of a different line. And Keke gets such a great drag out of that corner. Name Changer's going to make a move, possibly.
He's not got enough to get through Pepin here.
Pepin's still sitting there. Is he going to look up the inside? Pepin's broken really late, and he's had to take a weird line there. Name Changer's now got through. In fact, there's been contact, but they are still side by side. Pepin's still sat there next to him.
Racing from them both there.
Mr. Rage might be able to make a move. No, he's just going to tuck him from behind. There was a little bit of wheel banging, but it was pretty good racing from those two. It's so close between some of these guys. Munich is now within DRS. They have caught up literally 2 seconds in half a lap. And Keke's got a gap now on a few people because of these guys who were fighting. It was a great move from Name Changer there. He is going to be under pressure though from Pepin. I think Pepin had a bit extra straight line speed. And with Name Changer not having DRS here, I think he might be in a bit of a bother. I don't think Jensen's anywhere near close enough. I think he's pretty happy though, sitting within that gap, being dragged along. He knows that if he stays within 3 seconds, he will take pole. Macho's closing up ever so slightly. Mr. Rage won't be close enough. Nick's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Nick and Sean Larry in the pits.
Oh, they both boxed. Sean Larry had to box.
Mediums. Both going for medium. Well,
I can't.
Medium. Sean Larry.
I can't see Sean Larry's because it's just
mediums.
the sky.
Both gone mediums.
They've both gone on mediums. With 9 laps left. I mean, I'm not really great with tyres, but I would have thought maybe a soft would have done 9. Some of you guys went to soft on Monday, didn't you?
That's because it was a safety car though. Wasn't it? Wasn't it a safety car? Yeah, there was a safety car out late on.
Who stayed out though? Someone stayed out. Oh, it was who won that?
Might have been Jock that stayed out. Chris Box.
It was whoever. Oh, it was Mikey. No, it was Mikey. He stayed out on an 8-lap-old soft tyre and done the last 3. Tom's been overtaken by Jensen. I have missed that. That was into turn 1. Should have got that.
Close the gap on Keck again now.
Yeah, Name Changer's right behind him. In fact, he had DRS as well. He's going to make a move. He might even make a move going into the hairpin here. Keck is now at 8 seconds behind. He might have light green wing damage. He just seems to be struggling, and literally Name Changer's just pushed him round there. Name Changer's looked up the inside. And there's contact, slight contact there. Pushed Keke across. He's going to keep the position though. But Pepin, Mr. Rage, New Nick, even Chris is going to catch up. Chris is on 9 seconds of penalties though. At the moment it's not going to hurt him too much because Extremist is 13 back, but if he gets to this battle, that's going to hurt him if he can overtake a couple of these. We'll see if Tom can make any moves. I know Name Changer will definitely want to get past Keke here. Coming down this straight as well. They are within 2-3 tenths of each other. Even Pepin might get past. He's only 6 tenths behind of Keke there.
Keck's got the ERS advantage on.
Tom's not making any moves. Keke 9.1 now behind. He's lost another second. Name Changer's got no battery as well. In fact, he's going to come under pressure from Pepin again. They're going to go side by side through these first couple of corners. Pepin's just slotted in behind. He's going to have to go the long way around the outside. So close between those two. He's carried a bit more speed through there, but name changes stays in front. That is, I mean, his wheel was literally in between his two. That's brilliant to watch. I think Unit got past Mr. Rage there. No, it is confident driving, yeah it is. With people who you know.
And it's respectful driving because they're both willing to do it, so.
Yeah, they are. Now they're on the back of Keke again. I think Keke's got a 3-second time penalty, but I think, I mean, Name Changer and Pepin, if they get past, they've only got a close 6 seconds to Rude, and that'll be another place gain because he's got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, they need to get past.
Yeah, they do. Macho's definitely got DRS this lap. He's going to sit behind his teammate. His teammate might actually let him through at some point because there is that gap for his penalty just sitting behind. Yellow flag, sector 2 and 3. That is Pelly's out.
It's going to be safety car.
It is safety car. There's a yellow dot in the pit.
Yeah, there it is, yeah.
And who's going to benefit from this? Is that Chris? Chris is the first one who's jumped in the box. Everyone else went past.
He's going to benefit, and he should have enough laps to pull a gap.
He's going to throw on a soft here, surely, as well. Yeah, he's going to have to change his wing, though. That's a problem.
So
that will cost him.
That was, well, he's still first in.
Extremist has stayed out.
Through the safety car.
Extremist has stayed out on a hard tyre. This could be a brave move from him. He is a crazy man. But, I mean, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's going to be probably 2 or 3 laps of the safety car at least. He'll only have to stay out for 3 laps of racing.
Didn't box either.
Is that Sean Larry? Sean Larry wouldn't.
Sean Larry or Zero.
Oh, and Zero. Ooh. Maybe they think mediums can hold off the softs for about 3 or 4 laps.
I wouldn't doubt that they can't. They can. I believe they can, but...
I mean, a couple of them stayed out on Monday. Pelly was one of them. I know he had a spin, but there was someone else who stayed out on their medium, and they finished in the top 4 or 5. And I think there was only 3 laps then, or 4. Penalties, no one can clear a penalty. This is really going to hurt these guys with 3 seconds, though. Tom being 1, Rude being another. Jensen's in the pit. It didn't say pit, which was weird.
I think they're all boxed in there.
Macho's going to have to wait as well. I don't think Rude's going to get past him because he was too far. In fact, yes, he has. Rude's jumped him. Rude's jumped Macho because of that, but Macho...
Changing names is in front of Keck, though.
Is he going to get in front of...
Changing names is up to 5th now.
Keke, did he have a wing change? He might have had a wing change because he has lost a few places.
Is up to P5 now.
Extremist P5, did he stay out on that hard? Yeah, he did. Crazy, man.
With his crazy
Brilliant.
strats.
Brilliant. I mean, Nick's back in Sector 2. He's only just coming into Sector 3, so... This could, the safety car could be out until at least lap 29. It gives 30, 31 and 33 laps of racing. Extremist might have done a good move here. I know he's on that hard, but 3 laps isn't massive. It is 17 laps old, though. That could be a problem. I'll tell you who it has helped move back up here, though. NLR in 6th place there. He's on a medium, but he's on that... the game boxed him, didn't it? So he's lost out on a few and he's gained back a few. I think he was 4th when it did that to him. Pelly's having a slight issue. It's alright, man. I know it happened to you Monday as well, but you'll be alright. Everyone else went for a soft tyre. Zero stayed out on a medium, 6 laps old. NLR here in 6th, stayed out on a 7 lap old medium. Extremist has stayed out. He finds himself in 5th place with a 17 lap old hard.
I think you're spot on with the safety car, lap 29.
You think that, yeah?
I think you're spot on.
Yeah, another lap and another 2 laps.
Just about to go on to 28, so it'll be in lap 29.
Yeah.
You've heard it here first, stream. Paul was right for once. Doesn't happen often.
Something has to...
Clip it and share it.
Clip it. Brilliant. Brilliant.
No,
It's
sorry.
going to
Jensen
pretty
in the
much be...
lead. Tom, Rudy,
Jensen's in a
Pence.
great place here because he's got 2 cars between him and Macho, who's the only
Yeah.
other person in that top 6 who doesn't have a time penalty. Name Changer could find himself on a podium if he can keep within these guys' time penalties as well.
I think Name Changer's first call of business is to get past the 2 in front on the
medium
tires.
and the hard. Yeah, Extremist being on that hard. Well,
he needs to clear them pronto.
If he can, he should be all right.
He needs to channel his inner Name Changer.
Pepin's had a great race at the moment as well, and he could find himself up there in 5th or 4th, depending on how close these guys get. So Chris is on the grass. He's found himself last now. He does have that 9-second penalty, which is really going to hurt him towards the end of this race, especially with only a few laps left. We will be racing from lap 29. So we will have 4 laps left. There, our safety car in. That come up a bit earlier this time. Jensen's going to slow everyone down. I think he'll go slightly earlier than Macho did. Macho went nearer to the line. I think Jensen might even go into the last corner, maybe the last 2. Try and get a bit of a run on Tom. Rude's back up to 3rd though as well, so it's just the time penalties. If these guys can stick with it, Extremist might struggle though.
Extremist is going to struggle.
Yeah, he will. So Jensen's gone halfway through the 2nd to last corner.
Gets people off guard maybe.
Tom's got a bit of a toe, but it's staying at around 4/10. It's not gaining too much. Extremist is going to come under trouble straight away from NLR here. He's tried to got the inside, but Extremist managed to hold on to that. He broke a bit later as well. He managed to hold it. That was a bit of good racing there by Extremist. Name Changer just needs to try and get past these 2. If he can get a run into one of these corners. In fact, he's made a big dive there on Pepin.
He's channeled his inner Name Changer.
These guys going side by side again. It's brilliant to watch. Pepin's going to try and hold around the outside. In fact, he's gone off track, so that allows Name Changer to get through. And again, he's all over the back of Extremist. He might get a better run up here coming up to the chicane, but he will have a better run coming out of it. He's going to have to sit in behind just for now. You can see the tyre difference just there. He's got a lot better run. Extremist is going to try and hold him off, but he's not going to be able to on that tyre. He's going to fall in just behind. He's kept Pepin behind him though as well, and Unick's struggling to try and get past these guys as well. No one at the front's made any moves. Jensen's used all his battery. Tom's got 41%. Macho, if he can hold on to these guys. Oh, there's a free way into turn 1 here. Both of the Hasses and Extremist in the middle of them. Pepin lost out quite a few places there. In fact, he's been caught up in something and that's dropped him a bit. New Nick has got through on the Extremist. He's got past his teammate. It's allowed Keke to try and get through. They're about 4 wide going through that corner. Some of them are. The Extremist is now really struggling with 2.5 laps left on that hard tyre. There's a little bit of contact between him and Pepin behind as well. Extremist now has 6 seconds of time penalties. We'll go back to this battle because it does look pretty fierce between some of these guys behind. Rude needs to try and pass Tommy. I don't think he will, you know. NLR got 3 seconds, got another 3 second time penalty through that section, so he's going to have to try and find at least, I don't think he will on that tyre over Nick anyway, and even Keke. Extremist is slightly on the gravel there. Pepin got through. Extremist is having a few problems on that tyre, and he's made Mr. Rage had to brake to get out of the way, which has allowed Zero straight past both of them. Now Sean Larry's past him as well. Here comes Mr. Rage. He's fired past him as well. 3 places in one straight. Tom's managed to get back on Jensen. I don't know if he had a slight issue there. Nick and Keke going side by side. They're going to
I'll tell you what, Name Change is driving like an animal.
Well, he needs to. I mean, he's 3.1 seconds back, and two of the guys in front of him have a 3-second time penalty, so he's losing a little bit of time to those guys, but he's going to find himself somewhere. Extremist has literally lost 10 places since that restart, being on those medium tyres. And I think Chris might have boxed. I don't think he had an issue. I think he might have boxed. In fact, I'll be able to see. Pepin's just picked up a 3. In fact, someone's round there. NLR is round through that chicane. He was next to Pepin, who got a 3-second time penalty. So there may have been a bit of contact there. May have been. I'm not sure. I didn't see it. That's allowed Nick to go through. He's up into 6th now. These guys all... Oh, wow.
I love the way
wow.
you're calling him New Nick.
Right. It's easier. Keke flew past there. And Tom's within a 10th of Jensen here. He might take track position going onto this last lap, but he's got that 3-second time penalty. If Macho can hold another, probably onto the time he's got, he's going to jump both these for 2nd place. Name Changer might just fall outside of the podium, so I think Tom may just get 3rd. There's nothing Rude can do though coming into this last sector. Especially when Jensen pulls away like that, but he's down to 3/10. I don't think he'll have enough drag down that home straight before the line. We saw it with Rob on Monday. He's got a better run. He had to take a wider line though. Jensen's going to win this race on track. Tom's going to be 2nd, Rude's 3rd, but they're going to drop.
Name Changer's had a moment.
They're going to drop out. Is that last corner? Oh, Name Changer's had a moment into the last corner. So Macho moves up to 2nd. Tom will keep 3rd. Rude will keep 4th. Keke finishes 5th after all that. New Nick was 6th. That's a great effort from him, actually. Sean Larry 7th. Mr. Rage 8th. Name Changer moves down to 9th. He had a wobble coming into that last corner. Nick was 10th. Pepin then finished 11th. Zero is 12th. NLR at the end finished down in 13th. He had got caught up. Being on that medium probably didn't help. Neither did it help Extremist, who finished in 14th. And Chris finishes in 15th. Everyone else DNF'd. Pelly was 1. I think Simon was 1.
Larry driver of the day from the game.
Sean Larry, well, he did. He started, I think he started 14th or 15th.
Right, let's, I'm going to go with smoke, but I'll invite the guys in first.
That's it, you do that. We need Jensen, Macho, and Tom. Tom fortunate there in the end with that 3-second time penalty. He did very well to hold on to 2nd, but Jensen and Macho there 1st and 2nd. Jensen got fastest lap by a long, long way. 7/10 off the next driver. 6/10 off of Keke. Keke had a bit of speed compared to these front guys as well. I reckon he had a bit of light green wing damage, you know. That's why he was losing time, because his fastest lap's up there with those guys. Yeah, Nick was 6th. Sean Larry 7th in the end. Mr. Rage 8th. Name Changer 9th. Nick 10th. Pepin 11th. Zero 12th. NLR finished 13th in the end. It was unlucky, really, from him. Extremist 14th. Chris finished 15th, sorry. Pelly DNF'd in 16th. Simon DNF'd in 17th. And Ralphio finished 18th in a DNF after 1 lap.
Who joined, Paul?
That was Jensen. Jensen.
Obviously,
oh, you all joined.
Jensen.
Oh,
they're all joined. Oh, yes. Hang on. Macho Man. I want to be like Macho Man. There you go. Done.
I'm happy now.
I have to think of a song for everybody, won't I? I don't know if
that race went a lot quicker than the other day.
Because they didn't have the old wet of weather. I'd love to have seen these guys in the wet, to be fair. I think that'd have been banging.
It would have been decent. Who should we start with then?
Who came third?
I'm not Macho or Jensen, so...
Tom.
Oh, Tom. Tom did, in the end, because of his time penalty. Tom there?
Yeah.
All right, Tom. I mean, you had a great start from fourth in quali. You jumped past the two guys in front of you. Safety car probably didn't help, but the time penalty was one of the biggest issues. Apart from that, though, how did you feel the race went for you?
Well, I mean, I did like a lap and then joined, and then in quali I like forgot to turn DRS on in the well, not like I clicked it and it just didn't come on. I must have clicked it too early maybe, and then that first safety car, I got a good start. I don't know how, but I did anyway. I had my car like lined to the right and just went straight. I guess that worked. And then the safety car, like, it was so lucky. Like, I literally overtook Macho the lap the safety car came out. And like, obviously we're both Aston Martin this race,
Yeah, he got held up on
so he
both of
got
those
held up in the pits.
safety cars.
I literally overtook him like the perfect lap somehow. Otherwise I would have been held in the pits. And then I'd forgot to change my tyre pressures from quali to the race, so I had minimum pressures on. So my tyre wear was like through the roof. So I ended up like letting Jensen through and like just like going high gears and trying to save the rears as much as possible. And then the last safety car came out and yeah, I guess there wasn't like much overtaking you can do at Imola when you have a full battery. So when Jensen pulled away and I tried to save my battery, I ended up making a few mistakes and I had a penalty anyway. I obviously forgot about that part.
He was down to 20%, and I think you still had 50 at that time.
Yeah, I did try that, but then I got like 9 tenths behind him using a bit of battery, and then I think I hit the inside curb at Tosa or one of them corners in the middle sector, and had to burn it all and lost all the advantage that I had. But name changer was like 4 seconds behind, so I didn't wanna battle Jensen a lot, even though I didn't. I couldn't. Yeah. It didn't really matter.
I think the extremist helped some of you guys with the penalties, because he stayed out on hards and Pepin just behind him stayed out on the mediums, and it slowed the guys down before they could get past.
Yeah, he stayed out. Yeah, I'm lucky we didn't come out behind that, to be honest. Yeah, both safety cars that I came out in like cleaner. Usually when you pit on like lap 8, you come out behind like the whole grid, and you have to like avoid damage at all costs. But no, I think I was surprised that everyone pit under that first safety car, but then the second safety car, everyone sort of had to go soft because the tyre wear was too high on the mediums.
I was surprised everybody pitted on that first safety car. That shocked me, to be fair. You guys know what you're doing more than most, I would assume.
I knew that even if my tyres didn't make it to the end, the pit stop's so long, I had another fresh set of mediums, so I could pit again. But yeah, as I said, the pit stop's so long at Imola that if you don't pit and you have to just do a normal strategy, it's like you lose like 28 seconds or something stupid. So I didn't have like the data to know whether or not it could make it to the end, so I just guessed, and everyone sort of had the same idea.
Nothing wrong with a good old guess.
Exactly.
Well, you got a podium in the end, so you must be pretty happy, even though you had that time penalty, to be able to force a gap over 4th and 5th to stay on the podium.
Yeah, I got that pen. I got like 2 warnings in the same lap. It was quite stupid, but yeah. Happy with the podium, actually. It could have been worse.
Congratulations, then. That's pretty decent anyway.
Especially,
I mean, most of the race you were sitting with Jensen, and that's not easy to do. I know some of you guys probably think it is, but he does. I mean, throughout this season, he's pretty much on the podium every week, so it was a very good effort.
Cheers.
Macho. Adam, do you want to take this one?
Oh, take
You love
Macho.
this, don't you?
Where's Macho? Macho, man.
Yes, yes.
Macho. Great quality.
Yeah.
Was it a great quality? It was a great quality. My memory's pretty hazy. It's an age thing.
It was decent, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, decent. Start of the race, obviously Tom jumped, cut the car straight away.
Yeah. What can I say about it?
I don't know. I mean, the
Yeah, I had
race
a
was
decent.
going swimmingly until the first safety car.
Well, it seems like Tom had like a, how do you say, like a, how the fuck do you say it? Like a fucking ball or something which he could look into.
The
And he
crystal
overtook
ball.
at exactly the right moment. Um, yeah, then the safety car came out, and I already know what time it was. And it's so hard to overtake when you're in the DRS train, and then yeah, I guess
Yeah,
like
it's going to be difficult. I mean, because you front 4, 5, 6, whatever, all similar pace.
yeah, but
And
like if you're at the lead of the train, it's more ideal than if you're P6 in the train.
yeah,
So
I mean, it was obviously the safety car screwed the race, but then the second safety car with
yeah,
the
well that
penalties that
fucked me
they had
over
in front
again,
of
to be
you.
honest.
He had to wait for his
Another
teammate as well, I think.
another
Or
double stack. Yeah, it was just
yeah,
an absolute nightmare today. I can't lie.
you did well to get past some of the guys that didn't pit anyway.
Yeah, I
No.
mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should be happy or just not.
A
I was
podium's a podium,
a
Macho.
podium is a
On a
podium,
grid
but
like this.
you're yeah, but you're the first loser. The whole parade. Like,
That's
what do you want
brilliant.
me?
Well, if we're looking at it like this, that way, I've never been a loser at all because I don't get podiums. There you go. No, look, it was a good race. I mean, you guys are phenomenal when you're racing together. So close. Obviously tonight, safety cars played a part for you, Nacho. But you're still on the podium. You still finished P2. That's good points.
Yep, I guess. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good point. It's decent.
it's good points. Yeah, it's good points, and I get to sing the song. So
Exactly. Hope
yeah,
you
that
enjoyed
makes
it.
me happy.
It
Yeah,
keeps you happy, doesn't it, Adam?
it keeps me happy.
All right.
Well,
Well, thanks.
congrats, Macho, and we'll
Yep.
see you again next week on the podium again. But first,
I hope so. I don't know what track it is, but we'll see.
Japan.
Oh, well, that.
Is it Japan? It's not Japan. I'm thinking Sunday.
That's Sunday.
Sorry, it's not Japan. I haven't got a clue what track it is. No idea.
I'll quickly check for you. It is
Yeah, you check for me, Macho.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh God.
It's actually Spain.
That's quite a lovely track. We'll see anyway.
Spain's
Yeah,
next.
we'll see. Oh,
Yeah, you
what's
can go
next?
on to
Spain?
Jensen now.
Yeah, Saudi's last. Spain is next.
Oh, it's Spain next. There you go. Spain next week, Macho.
Oh shit.
These guys love it.
Oh dear. Well, go on then, Paul. You can take the man, the myth, the legend.
Jensen again, another podium,
Again.
another first place. I mean, you didn't have the greatest of starts. Finding your box, a little bit of a struggle, but I mean, you managed to stay behind pretty much the whole race. You made a pretty good overtake anyway for the lead, and then you just kind of just pulled away. You were trying. I mean, you used a lot of your battery straight away, but to try and get that gap and to stay where you were throughout the race, and then to bring it home at the end, you probably are very happy.
Yeah, quality felt very like a bit of a struggle for like grip. Actually pretty happy with the lap I managed to pull out at the end, even though Matthew went like quarter of a second faster than that. But went to the race. The first stint was a bit tricky. I was just about hanging on with the DRS. The front two, Tom and Matthew were very quick on that stint, and then the safety car came. And I think on the medium stint, I felt a lot more comfortable. And when I got past Tom, because we're both in the same part, I knew Tom like had a lot more wear. 'Cause he didn't like go up on his tyre pressures before the race. So when I went through, it was like starting to become a little bit more comfortable, and then the safety car came out, and then it was pretty much done and done there. Just get the fastest lap and try and hold on, and that's what I did. So
Your fastest lap was actually 6 to 7 tenths quicker than the guys behind you. So
I was
you
probably
put in
the
a
only one
hell of a
pushing
lap.
for a fastest lap though, because in the end, like Tom and Ruti, they were both coming back because they probably held on to a lot of their energy that first lap. I was absolutely dumping it all because I knew it was an opportunity for another point. Given he had 3-second penalties, then it was like, yeah, it's not much I'm gonna lose if 1 or 2 get past me.
You know, that makes sense. But another podium. I mean, every race, apart from Bahrain when you weren't here, you've literally finished on the podium every race. It's been harder, I think, this season for you. It's made you push a bit more, but you've managed to pretty much handle the pressure as well as you have done for the last couple. And at the moment, it looks like you're going to be extremely hard to beat, whether it's for just one race or over the whole season.
I mean, at the moment, anything less than a podium, I'll be pretty disappointed in. Even though the grid's probably the quickest it's ever been. Like,
I mean, second
yeah.
to 17th, there wasn't even a second between you guys.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was as low as 10th in quality with a 0.3, and so yeah, it was very, very close between the guys.
You know, congratulations on another victory anyway. Driver of the day, Adam.
I'm just going to put one suggestion out there.
You on?
Pepin.
He did drive very well. I think he got caught up in something at the end.
I mean, you either go Pepin or, God, it kills me to say this, you go Jensen.
You know what? I think
otherwise-
we'll give them a point each. They both deserve it at the end of the day.
Yeah, there's Pepin stand out. Jensen done what he had to do to get the win, then controlled it, albeit because Tom forgot to change his tyre pressures like a donut. And Matt
But
got
it's
double
just the
stacked,
pressure that some of these guys put him under, and he still manages to just fend them off. So yeah, I think Pepin and Jensen.
Well. I've taught him well.
That's brilliant.
I'm just saying. You know, he owes it all to me.
They can share the points today as well for
there you go.
driver of the day from the comms box. And on that note, like I said, they're at Spain next week. That'll be on Monday. I'll probably be back on Monday. Chris is here tomorrow. No, he's not.
No, he's not. Oh, we're not sure what's going on with.
We don't know what's happening with Realistic, but Chris will be back here for Sunday, which is Japan, and I'll be back Monday and next Wednesday for OTL and HOR again. And until then, guys, see you later.
All right.